Hello, everyone. This is Lance Mullen, host of the msuwma podcast. In today's episode, I sit down with co-founder of Traderware, Michael Herman. Michael and I discuss his career-changing journey, starting a business, as well as the fintech industry. I hope everyone enjoys. Welcome back, everyone, to the msuwma podcast. Today, I'm happy to introduce co-founder of Traderware, Michael Herman. Michael, it's great to have you on.
I appreciate it, Lance. Thanks so much for taking the time to have me onto your show. Really excited about the podcast you guys put on for student awareness around business and economics and different market factors. So I really appreciate you having me on today.
Yeah, so do you want to kind of give everyone a little bit of background of who you are and how you got started and kind of where you are today?
Absolutely. Yeah. Thanks for asking. So I'm from Flint, Michigan. So I'm, native to the Michigan area. Michigan State fan myself. My younger sister actually goes to Michigan State, who I think you may know, Maddie. I went to college at Kalamazoo College. I studied chemistry and economics, and I actually played 4 years of football there as well. So, like many freshmen, I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do professionally, but I knew I was interested in the medical field and medical technology and really having exposure from my mom, who was in the healthcare industry. And I wanted to better understand what factors had an effect on the domestic and global economy. I was always interested in that. So, that was influenced by my father, who was a financial advisor. So I got a lot of influence from my parents on what my interests are, just like many of you do. I performed my senior thesis at Kettering University doing chemistry research, and I was asked to come back to work on a government project post grad. This was a great experience for me getting acclimated into the work world. But I soon learned that being in the lab didn't exactly fit my personality. So to me, it felt isolating, and I have more of a passion to network and converse with people. So I switched careers from there. I actually then moved out to California because my then girlfriend, now wife, was studying there, and I wanted to change. So I pursued my medical passion. I fell into medical sales, and I was in the operating room consulting surgeons on sports medicine injuries and surgeries, and I started my 11-year career as an associate, and I worked all my way on up within the company into management, overseeing California, Arizona, and Hawaii. So that was a
Wow.
fantastic experience for me. I learned a lot about sales and relationship building and team building and things of that nature. So that was great. Really having exposure to the medical market from medical field from there, I really found myself researching companies and up and coming sectors, and I became successful in investing in biotech companies. I used my research background to perform due diligence, some of my economics background to research fundamental analysis, and just becoming so interested in trading, I really started to learn technical analysis as well. So, from there, I transitioned to now the co-founder of a company that we call Traderware. We have a couple soon to be released products. One is which our social platform dedicated to traders, which we call Traderverse.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's kind of interesting how you kind of pivot from probably a few different career paths and how you kind of jump from what you're interested in and kind of where you get to now and kind of find where you truly want to be. So with Traderverse, what do you do with them, or do you want to give kind of a day to day?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I'll start out with what is Traderverse so people listening can kind of have a better understanding of what we're building. And then I'll kind of talk about what my day to day activities are with Traderverse. So, what Traderverse is, it's a dedicated social platform. And what we did is built this to empower modern day stock crypto, NFT, and gaming traders. And we're doing this by social networks, artificial intelligence, and blockchain technology. We're developing an ecosystem of apps that are interwoven with our social network. And this will help empower the traders to truly make informed decisions when you go to make a trade. We have an ecosystem of proprietary apps and DApps that really provide extensive value to traders. And, this will really enable all platform users to succeed. We truly believe. When I say proprietary trading apps, we've built several. And for example, we have an app called Traderverse Streams, which is an audio, video, and live streaming platform to bring awareness for content creators for educational purposes for the user. Trade Neon, which is our the name of our artificial intelligence. We've named it for Trading Companion, and this performs deep analysis and has machine learning capabilities to assist the trader along their journey. So you can pull up it's a real-time news aggregator, set alerts for yourself, and things of that nature. And really so much more with that. That's, really a lot of the backbone behind what brings the artificial intelligence to the social collaboration. We have a marketplace for content creators for users to interact and transact content. So if you're a content creator, you have a trading course, you can go onto our marketplace and monetize that for yourself, and users can easily, collaborate with those content creators to ask questions and things of that nature. We also have an app called Papers, which is an intuitive and easy to use note-taking, blog writing, and trade journaling, which you can also monetize your content in that nature as well. We also have a charting platform, our own technical analysis charting platform for users to be able to perform all of these duties within our ecosystem for a one-stop shop for all trading. That's just to name a few. So what Traderverse is, essentially, it's an ecosystem of trading apps, and it's integrated with a social network. And this enables content creators to easily monetize their work. And this will provide users with transparent information, market tools, resources, and education. So for me, I am the Chief Sales and Operations Relations Officer. Not operations, I'm sorry, Chief Sales and Relations Officer. But in a startup, these are just titles, and we all wear many hats. I do things on a day-to-day, like strategic planning. I've done a lot of fundraising for us to get bootstrapped, community building and community engagement, all the way to social marketing, influencer engagement, and business-to-business relationship building. So there's a lot that goes into a role of a startup, and you'll learn that you have to wear many hats, especially at the inception of your company.
Yeah. So with that, you're kind of doing a lot of sales, doing a lot of different things, but I'm kind of interested, what is your kind of client demographic that you're targeting with your sales and your business pitch?
Yeah, no, thanks for asking. So our target market is predominantly the retail, stock, crypto, NFT, and gaming, trading enthusiasts. Whether you're new to trading or having years of experience in the market, the founding team, interestingly enough, we're all come from a background of trading, whether stock or crypto or gaming. And really, we've found that the markets have been filled with so much misinformation. We really wanted to create a platform that promoted transparency and reward users that put out really quality content. So we found that there was kind of this hole in the market, and we wanted to solve it. With the pullback in the markets from 2022, our target audience has slightly waned, but it's really provided us with the opportunity to build in this bear market with less expensive labor, fewer competitors, and with lesser products being discovered, and those products many times being incomplete that you'll see. So with that being said, our target audience is really all traders, whether stock, crypto, NFT, or individuals interested in gaming.
Yeah, and I don't know about our listeners today, but do you want to kind of give a little bit of background or a little bit more information about like crypto and NFTs, kind of give a little bit of an idea for them?
Yeah, so we with the cryptocurrency side of our business, we are launching a token called Takeoff Token, and this really will fuel our ecosystem. So traders can essentially monetize their content with our token within the ecosystem, and we are also launching an NFT, which stands for non-fungible token. And really, what this is early access into Traderverse. So somebody who purchases an NFT can get name reservation into our social platform. You can get into a DAO that really you can help project what will next come or what features will be released in our ecosystem as well. So there's a lot of different things that we're doing, and a lot of different technologies that we are encompassing within our ecosystem. Web3 is such an evolving space, and that is a lot of the reason why I'm so interested in it is because of the ever-changing technology that's coming up every
Yeah.
single day. I mean, things are changing every day in this space, and I truly believe this is the future. Not necessarily these pump and dump tokens that you may hear of. Really during this bear market, I think a lot of those will get wiped out, and the true projects that are building things for the right reason with real case utility will kind of be the cream of the crop, and we certainly see ourselves, in that category.
Yeah, it's interesting on kind of where it can go. A lot of people don't know about crypto and kind of those kind of new assets that are being created, and it's going to be exciting to see what ends up becoming staying in the light and what kind of gets phased out over time. Um, and so how did you kind of start Traderverse? What was kind of the goal behind it, and what kind of drew you to the fintech industry?
Yeah, thanks for asking. So we discovered that a social media platform built specifically for trading and financial education did not exist, at least to the capacity at which we're building. I met my partners on social media through trading, interestingly enough, and we discovered how inefficient social trading really was. As
Mhm.
we were searching for stock data, we were infiltrated with things like dog and cat videos, which were, well outside of the realm of trading, right?
Yeah,
There was a huge influx of retail traders during COVID, and we really wanted to solve this issue. You have your YouTubes, your Facebook, Twitter, social media platforms, but none of these contain, but these, contain information outside of trading subjects. And most of these platforms have a lot of noise and misinformation and data really not relevant to your trading experience. There's also what we found a lack of credibility and mistrust, as many social networks have been, broken communities due to bad actors or, selfish pump and dumpers, as we call them, right?
yeah,
We wanted to bring quality information and reward our users for bringing out quality information. These platforms also have issues such as lack of emotional connection and inauthenticity. We really saw that gap in the market, and we knew that there is a need for specific social network to unite shared interests with the goal of being successful in trading. So, the equities, blockchain, crypto, and other gamers community all have a commonality, and we really plan on uniting them inside our social platform that we call Traderverse. Our goal, you asked what our goal of a company is, it's to really educate and provide powerful tools for success along a trader's journey. Financial education is at the core of our mission, and we are built on the pillars of collaboration, innovation, transparency, and education. As far as the fintech industry, I think you also asked that. It really comes from my background in science and technology, and innovation has always been really, really exciting to me. My medical experience, I always found ways to overcome challenges and solve problems in stressful situations, being in the operating room in high stress situations. I think these experiences really directly relate to the fintech industry as we're revolutionizing the way, the full trading experience,
mhm,
making information and education accessible to the user's fingertips. Like I'd mentioned with the surge of Web3, this was an opportunity that I wanted to take advantage of as the industry it's literally changing every day. And
Yeah.
I personally love staying at the forefront of innovation and helping. And I really get joy out of the community reaching financial independence and freedom. Those are things that I'm passionate about. So this really all aligned with things that, you know, I have interests in and I'm really passionate about. And for the listeners out there, I think, that's my advice. Really find things that you're interested and passionate about and just kind of dip your toes in there and you'll find your way from there.
Yeah.
I've seen many of my friends kind of wait for the perfect opportunity and years go by and they are still kind of scratching their head. Just dip your toes in something and you'll find your way for sure.
Yeah, that's great advice. I totally agree. Like you kind of just went on a whim and kind of put your whole faith into what you're doing and believe in yourself. I think that's the best thing you can do. I kind of want to jump back a little bit to like the technology side. You said you guys are creating a lot of new proprietary software and creating a lot of new apps. What how did that kind of become what you guys do? And also like how did you build some of these apps and softwares?
Yeah, a lot of that lies on the shoulder of one of my partners who worked at Google and Adobe building social networks. So he has vast experience in this specifically, which is certainly advantageous to our company. He has a ton of experience, and I think our team, going back to what our team, I think, is our differentiator of our company. So that's where I think, outshine other startup companies with our development team that we have built. We have over 35 full-time developers that were once not trained in the trading world, but we've done an amazing job on educating them and getting them up to speed on the importance of, different factors that go into making a trade. So each of our partners really has a unique skill, whether it's design, branding, sales, or operations. And we've really brought our talents together to build the framework of our company to this point. The Traderware about 2 years ago started just as an idea by us. And we have since built an ecosystem to solve many of the problems which were not once solved in this space. So it's been a crazy, fun, and challenging experience so far. We've made a ton of progress since our creation was just an idea, but there's a lot of work to still be done by all of us, of course.
Yeah. Do you want to kind of share some of those difficulties? I know you've kind of touched on a few things that obviously you have to wear a few different hats. You can't just sit and focus on doing sales, but do you want to kind of touch on some of the difficulties and um, at least with a startup?
Yeah, for sure, definitely. It's not an easy road, but at the end of the tunnel, I think there will be, definite reward at the end of the tunnel. So there's sacrifices that have to be made every single day, but that's in the mindset that, I'm doing this for the people that have invested and believed in me and ultimately for my family. Once again, goes back to passion and about the mission of why we created this business. And it really allows for, consistent engagement and productivity on our partners' behalf. A lot of times you hear burnout, but we're not even close to there yet just because
Yeah,
we're doing this and we all love it. Sharing this passion with our team members, it creates an environment in which our goals are really aligned to accomplish what we set out to do. I think failures are your best education. And if you haven't learned from your failures in the past, then you'll definitely repeat the same mistakes. So one of the challenges that I face certainly at having a family is always time management. Being able to spend time with my family and watching my daughter who's 3 years old grow. I think true wealth is in the form of freedom of time. So if you
hmm,
can find out how to decipher and create leverage to be able to determine how to free up your time, then you're winning for sure. But
yeah,
really, we built the culture of our company, Traderware, to embody the values of family, My partners have become like brothers to me, spending so much time together. And, growing up in my personal family, I was always competitive with my siblings, and we definitely carry that same competitive nature, within our business. So,
Yeah.
I think that's one of the deciding factors. But yeah, certainly there's challenges every single day, but I think it goes back to placing yourself into a profession in which you truly have passion and interest, and you'll overcome those if you have persistence, no doubt.
Yeah. So with Traderware being a startup, where do you kind of see it going in the future? And do you kind of plan on partnering with other businesses? Or I know a lot of people we have on our podcast are financial advisors, but do you see some of your apps or software being used by potential advisors in the future?
Absolutely, we do. Yeah, this isn't just geared towards, new or retail traders. There's so much advanced apps and capabilities within our platform that I think financial advisors will certainly, have be users of our platform. We see this as, LinkedIn is kind of a professional, it's a niche type of professional network. We see Traderverse as that of the trading community. So, it's going to be completely dedicated towards traders, and it'll filter out all of that misinformation and other kind of side discussion that happens, and really it'll unite a lot of people with the same commonality. So we have high hopes and dreams for our company, and we really see this as being used by all retail traders and even institutional traders as well.
Yeah, that's exciting. I can definitely see some of the ideas once they come to life, they just exponentially grow. And so like as long as you guys keep at it, that's going to be exciting to watch. So what's kind of one of your favorite things that you enjoy about what you do? I know you've touched on a few, but what would you say is your favorite?
Yeah, for me, it's really interesting to observe how some people will step up to the plate when there's pressure to hit goals and targets, and others fold under pressure. So it's also surprising to learn so many different skills because you have to wear different hats at the infancy of the startup. My partners have been involved in over a dozen different startups each. This is my first startup venture myself personally. That learning experience and the different challenges is something that I really love. Personally, I also love engaging with the trading community, seeing somebody start their trading journey as I did years ago, seeing them put in the work to grow towards being financially free and achieve that is amazing to see. I get true joy from seeing other success. And if someone can provide a little something extra for themselves or their families because of what we have built, I feel like I've been successful.
So you went from obviously a sales background in medical sales, and then you kind of transitioned into more trading and kind of technical. What kind of allowed you to learn more about trading? And do you want to share a little bit more about that so maybe people can maybe follow in your footsteps?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, at the end of this, I'll provide some of the resources that we, as Traderware, we provide for people trying to learn, and because that's what we're all about. But I've had several mentors along the way, and I really urge people to latch onto at least one or two mentors, and not a mentor that necessarily tells you that everything's okay. One that pushes you to be your best self. I've had several mentors along my journey, one in which was my college roommate, who is now a money manager at a firm out of New York. And I really keep in contact with him every day because, he's been through this journey before and he can walk me through. And there's several out there that you can latch onto. So, personally, I think each of you should find a mentor. And like I said, not one that can necessarily, pat you on the back, but one that,
Yeah.
tells you that you need to become better and criticizes some of the things that you're doing. Once again, I go back to this theme of pursue your passions. I've had, like I'd mentioned, several friends that hesitated to get into the workforce, and business is a broad topic. Marketing is a there's different silos of marketing. Just jump in, start your career with something that, you'll navigate your way through, and hopefully you land on something that's truly satisfying for yourself. Stepping into a professional career for the first time can certainly be uncomfortable. I urge all of you to kind of ask just tons of questions wherever you're at, to your boss, to whomever it may be, your colleagues. That really shows that you're interested and curious in what you're doing.
So do you have any content for listeners that can maybe reach out to you, or what are the best ways for them to contact you?
Yeah, absolutely. My email is always open. It's m.herman@traderverse.io. If anyone wants to reach me personally, I'm always open to having conversations with people. We can jump on the phone, and I can certainly answer any questions that people may have. You can really stay up to date with Traderware and our upcoming releases on our website called traderverse.io. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. If you follow our social handles, Traderverse.io. We also provide a free weekly market newsletter each week that discusses relevant market news, earnings calendars, market events, and technical analysis on markets and blue chip stocks. So if you're interested in that and stay up to date on the markets, it's free to everybody. So we provide that each week. We also have a community of traders that focuses on trading education and collaboration, which we call Signals, and we'd be happy for you to join in on that and our daily discussions to really enhance the trading experience and educate the trader.
Yeah, that's awesome. We'll definitely put all your social media, the website, and your email in the description below, so people can find you there. And then just wrapping up, Michael, I want to thank you for coming on. I really enjoyed the conversation. I had a good time.
I appreciate you, Lance. This was great. And once again, if you are just interested in either trading or pursuing, a startup company or just your professional career in general, I urge you just to jump in. There's so much you'll learn along the way. A lot of people get discouraged that, they may not have enough knowledge, this and that. There's so much on-job training experience that you'll get, and you'll just learn so much along the way, and you'll definitely find something that you're passionate about. So Lance, thank you so much. This has been great, and I look forward to catching up with you and following up with you.
Yeah, thanks for all the advice, and thanks for being on.
We'll talk soon.
If you like what you just heard, please like, comment, and share. This is Lance Mullen, producer of the MSU-WMA podcast. MSU-WMA, or Michigan State University Wealth Management Association, is a student organization part of the Eli Broad College of Business, located in East Lansing, Michigan. Our mission is to inspire and educate the next generation of financial planners. Thank you for listening to today's episode. If you enjoyed, please check out our channel on all platforms such as Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and check out our social media at MSUWMA and MSUWMA.com.